Montessori Grandma. Episode 17. A piece of paper that sees and speaks.
A piece of paper that sees and speaks. A story that is part of the story of language. Retold and presented by Geeta Vijayachandran. A piece of paper that sees and speaks. This is a traditional Montessori story that is offered in the Montessori classroom. Children enjoy hearing the story. It brings out the importance of reading. Let us begin the story. In a far-off land, there lived an old lady named Lily. She had a large garden full of flowers and fruit trees. Lily loved her garden and spent a lot of time looking after it. Lily had a helper named Roy. Roy loved gardening as much as Lily did. Roy did not attend school as he had to take up the responsibility of looking after his parents. The garden was full of fruit trees. Pears and apples were in plenty. There were so many fruits to harvest that the two had to spend the whole day in the garden. The lady was overjoyed to see the huge pile of fruits. She loved to share the fruits with her neighbors and friends. One of her dear friends lived in the next village, and the only way to get the fruits to her was to send it to Roy, her helper. She packed the apples and pears in baskets. She took a piece of paper and wrote something. She folded the paper and placed it on one basket of fruits. She then took a cloth and covered the fruits. I'm sure my friend Anne will love these pears, she thought. Roy, please take these fruits to my friend Anne. Anne lives in Llandaff village that can be reached only by walking. Do not open the basket. Take it carefully to my friend, she said. Roy started his journey to the village. He had to walk 2 hours to reach Anne's house. The day was hot and the journey long. Roy walked slowly and was careful of the basket of fruits. He soon got tired, thirsty, and hungry. So he decided to take rest under a tree. He fell asleep. When he woke up, he felt very hungry. He decided to take a pear from the basket and eat it. He removed the cloth and kept the paper to his side. He took a pear and ate it. He replaced the paper and the cloth and continued his journey. Roy was happy to reach the village. He reached Anne's house and gave her the basket of fruits. Anne removed the cloth and saw the paper. She read what was written on the paper and then started to count the pears. She found a pear missing and asked Roy what happened to one pear. Roy was surprised. How did Anne come to know a pear was missing? He was puzzled. He had made sure no one was around when he ate the pear. How did the paper see? He came back quietly puzzled. After a few days, Roy was sent again to deliver apples to Anne. This time, Roy took extra care, and when he ate the apple, he hid the paper under a rock so it could not see him eat. He delivered the basket of apples to Anne. Anne found one apple less. There is one apple missing, Roy. What happened to one apple? Asked Anne. No, madam. There were only these apples. I didn't eat any, said Roy. Anne looked at the basket of apples and then at the paper. Roy, there's definitely one apple less, said Anne. Sorry, madam. I don't know how you know that I ate an apple, said Roy. Oh, that's simple, replied Anne. She waved the paper, saying, This paper told me. Roy snatched the paper. He looked at the paper. All he could see were some marks. How can this paper see? How can this paper speak? He thought. Roy went back home. He told his dad about the magic paper. Both decided to meet Lily. The boy and his father explained what had happened. They wanted to know about the piece of paper that sees and speaks. She smiled at them. This gift is beyond any price that I could name. This is a gift that I shall not sell, but I shall give for free. All people should have this gift, for it allows them to make papers around the world speak to you. This is a gift called reading. That gift I shall give to you, your village, and your people, without charge, fully from my heart, for it's something that all of us should have and will give us all great pleasure. That's exactly what she did. All of them learn to write and read, just as you do in this class. That brings us to the end of the story of the paper that sees and speaks. We can see how important it is to learn to write and read. All these books in our class are for you to read. You can write to anyone in any part of the world. We must thank our ancestors for this great gift. Thank you for watching. This is Geeta Vijaychandran signing off.
Montessori Grandma.